Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Steve Jenkins, State of Washington. I was not smart enough to make any slides about our fleet or our state, so I'll wing it here for a minute for you, Kelly. State of Washington has at least 150 miles of coastline at sea level and Mount Rainier at 14,410 feet. Snoqualmie Falls, 268 feet. Washington is actually pretty diverse. So we have coastline, we have rainforest, we have high desert, we have mountains. We have on the west side of the mountains very little snow except north of Seattle can get pretty hammered. The mountains get hammered a lot, and then eastern Washington. So that's just one picture of a storm, but based on the lighting study and what Walt has done in Montana, we had some folks go out there last year and kind of look at what they were doing. We did some pilots in Spokane, so that's the eastern part of our state, closest to Idaho. And I don't know if you can even see the flashing amber lights in the right lane on one of our old trucks. That's how dim they were. And on the pilot we went to, I know what you're already going to say, the yellow lights are brighter as well because they're newer, most likely, but we went to the amber and green, and that is real fog, Wayland guys. So huge difference. We ran that on about 3 trucks last winter, and then they took them off when they changed over for summer, so we're a little disappointed in that. But moving forward, we're going to go 360 degrees, not just in the rear. So on our beacon lights, we're going to move to that one, and that's got the wheel and part number up there. Some of our mini light bars on some of our, we call them class 5 trucks, but our trucks that'll be in construction zones or work zones, we're going to go to that kind of light bar. None of these are installed yet. We're just working on the transition now. We've been identifying parts so that we can start making changes on trucks that are being ordered and delivered, and then we're going to retrofit maybe the trucks or so that are 2 years old and less. For some of our slip and hoppers with the 4-inch round lights, sorry Wayland, I know you're not there yet, so we got an echo part number. But Wayland did say they're close on that light, so we don't really care which brand as long as we can get them going. And what we're looking to do is replacing existing holes. We don't want to add new holes. We don't want to add multiple lights. And then on a lot of our trucks with the dump body with the oval lights, it's another echo light, I believe. One light with both colors. These do have the dimming capability. I think I'd like to do the photo cell, but there's some talk also about a switch in the dash, so we're undecided on that at this point. For the grill, or Walt, maybe for the back of your trucks, we have a light like this that would work. That's got amber and green. Oops, I went a little too far. I don't have a video of that one, but it flashes both colors. And then on some of our roadside trucks or incident response trucks that maybe won't be moving in the lane but would be parked on a shoulder, those vehicles we're going to go to amber and white. What's that? That one may have some red on the top. That's an incident response truck. So they are allowed to have red but not blue. We are not allowed to have blue. Only thing stopping us right now on green is informal, and that's just the idea that flashing green lights are on our folks that are volunteer firefighters. And they're kind of pushing back that they don't want to be confused. But I don't think we're going to have any real issues with that. And then the last slide I have is not related to lights, but it's related to reflectivity. We are going to red and white on our TMAs and on the back of some of our dumps and slip-ins. And that is all I have.
Well, thank you. Yep. Question over here. Hold on.
Just a question real quick on that conspicuity tape on your TL3 attenuator. Is that one of the ones that folds up and over?
Yes, it is. But once it's folded over, it's also got the red and white on it. So when it's deployed, it'll show the red and white, also when it's folded up.
Will the red and white show toward the front? We got in trouble because we had red and white on the back of it and it showed toward the front.
So that's a good question. That particular one is a safe stop, so the truck would block it.
Okay.
But we are also moving to some Scorpions.
That's what we had.
And they will fold over the top, so we'll have to look at that.
Yeah, that's what we had, and how they folded that red showed forward, especially at nighttime. The lights flashed off of it, and we're not allowed to have red or anything other than amber. And so we ended up having to go to, we call the red and yellow ketchup and mustard because we get it all confused. And then we had lime and orange, facing forward on the Scorpion, back of the Scorpion attenuators. Just curious.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that for sure.
Any other questions? Everybody good? All right, well, thank you all.